Hi there, students. Chaste, an adjective. And we have a verb to chasten as well. Notice, chasten, the T is silent. I think like listen, the T is silent as well. Chasten. Okay, chaste as an adjective. I think the basic old-fashioned meaning of this is sex only within marriage, not having sex outside of marriage. Yeah, a chaste woman, a chaste young man. But I think nowadays we probably use this to describe things that are very simple, a chaste style, very simple, very smooth, without a lot of decoration to it. Yeah, I like the simple, chaste way that he writes his poetry. He speaks in a very simple, chaste way and doesn't add all sorts of florid adjectives and adverbs. Okay, so this is the idea of chaste. Yeah, a chaste design, pure and simple. Yeah, not affected by other things. Chaste, not involving or suggesting sexual desire or indecency. A chaste kiss. He told some very chaste jokes because he knew otherwise his mother-in-law would get very upset. Yeah, so chaste, not involving sex. Yeah. And then to chasten. I think the verb chasten we use meaning to criticize somebody, to tell somebody off, yeah, to rebuke somebody, to admonish them. Yeah, I was chastened by my mother for arriving late for dinner. Yeah, he was chastened by his failure, by his past failures, and worked hard to improve. Yeah, so if you chasten somebody, you tell them off, yeah, and you try to make them want to improve. You want to make them do better. Yeah, to rebuke. Yeah, or you can also use to chasten, to restrain yourself. Yeah, he was chastened by his desire to fit in. Yeah, he was restricted or held back by it. Yeah, maybe he wasn't so natural as he might be. So to chasten, to discipline, or to cause to be more humble or more restrained. Yeah, so he's normally always trying to tell everyone how wonderful his team is, but he was rather chastened by his team's ignominious defeat last week. Okay, so to chasten, to regret that you've done something bad. Yeah, the student clearly had not been chastened by the punishment that the teacher had given him. Yeah, subdued, disciplined, cowed, curbed. And then to chasten, to hold back. The project has been chastened by lack of funds. It's been restricted. Very often chastened, you want to hold back because there are certain things that you need to keep in mind. Okay, so to chasten, to chide, to dress down, to berate, to rebuke, to reprove, to scold. Yeah, and then also to chasten, to tame, to temper, to moderate, to make less intense. Yeah, so he should have been chastened by my words, but clearly he wasn't. And then chaste. Talks about no sex before marriage and only sex within marriage, the old meaning, or chaste, subdued, modest, pure, morally pure, decent, yeah, austere and simple, yeah, the chaste sound of the flute, for example. Okay, so chaste and chasten. Formality. I think I'm going to give chaste a 7 in formality and chasten a 6.5. I wouldn't use these words informally. Use them in semi-formal conversation, just about. Semi-formal writing they sound great. They both sound a bit literary, and maybe a little bit old-fashioned and religious as well. And then as to origin, well, they come from Old French, chaste, meaning morally pure, which comes from Latin, castus, meaning pure. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Chaste and chasten.